Alright everybody, welcome back to another Xvault gaming video. Xvault here, and we have to do a special video that's on a day I don't normally do videos because just the salt is consistently pouring here. And this is easily going to be a part 1 of part 2, if not a part 3 and 4. Not to oversaturate everything, but there's just a lot going on with those breaking down over on the Xbox side of things regarding their first-party games more than likely coming to Nintendo and PlayStation. So we have a lot to go over here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump to it. Alright, so like I was saying, this is going to be an extra special salty batch file episode because it's not on a normal day that I would typically upload a video for this, but we're going to have so much salt that we have to fit it in. I don't want to deprive anybody out there on the goodness here. The salt, the water flowings, the breakings of the dam, the Pandoras Box is more than likely going to be open. You name it. Use any metaphor you want. Let's start off right now. Patrick Argonar. How is Xbox P3, again Phil Spencer's handle, going to port Hi-Fi to PlayStation when I can't play Final Fantasy VII Remake on Xbox still? Sony just showed us Silent Hill 2 as a timed exclusive. Can't wait for Phil or Sarah to tell anyone why they should buy an Xbox if they're not going to support it with exclusive games. And as you can see, a lot of data mining and everything else has been announced. I might have mentioned that in my past video. They're just trying to come to terms with this. The walls are breaking here, as we can see. Going on, of course, we do have one from Wily Racer. It hurts and feels like betrayal. Why wouldn't this just be the beginning of more Xbox games going third party? I feel like the future is way brighter on non-Xbox platforms like Steam and PlayStation 5. Really sad to see them give that up. Buddy, I don't know where you've been, but the writing has been on the wall for some time. I don't understand why you feel like this is betrayal now. It's been happening. You can't, as a company, sustain yourselves with a rental service only and expect people to buy games. The writing was on the wall. It's not betrayal. It's self-delusion. Okay? Moving on. Another one. Rakan. He needs to follow Jim Ryan and step down from Xbox, probably meaning Phil Spencer. Literally, he's destroying the brand more than Don Matrick. Now, I just want to foresee this as being like, it may not be a Phil Spencer only. It might be Mr. Satya, right? It might be Satya before I say the whole name and mess that up. So we don't know for sure, but yes, I don't believe Don Matrick was that bad of a dude. I think he stated some things that were, in a way, politically incorrect towards the gamers and a lack of empathy, and the rest was kind of written for him on the way out. Again, I don't know if that was all him or he was just probably following orders with the Xbox One and connecting all that stuff there. So, again, they're not too happy with Phil, though. He's the face of Xbox, right, for the most part. Landlock. Stellar Blade announced for Xbox PlayStation. Sony pays them to make it PlayStation exclusive in a publishing deal. Hi-Fi Rush announced as an Xbox exclusive, and then you decide to port it to the PlayStation Switch. And then you wonder why the bloody consoles underperform. That's not why. That's not why. Like I mentioned in the first tweet or post, it's because of Game Pass. You guys wanted Game Pass. They conditioned you to rent the games. They're being pretty stagnated for the subscriber count. What do you think's going to happen? It's not because of that. It's because you are not buying the games and supporting your hobby. Simple. Real simple, Landlock. Moving on. Crap Gamer, everybody's favorite crap gamer here. Thing is, they would literally have to confirm or deny every game and give a reasoning. It's a Pandora's Box in reality. You might not agree, but having people play a guessing game on a platform doesn't instill confidence and would lead to even less sales on the platform. And then, of course, DV stating down, these three are looking very stupid now and liars. Again, how many times have we said that Phil Spencer is a car salesman, right? And I'm not going to put everything on Phil Spencer's head here. It's not just Phil Spencer making these moves and decisions. It's from the very top all the way down that tree or pyramid, right? Simple as that. Once again, Writing's on the wall, guys. I don't understand why this is a surprise or a shock to anybody, but the salt's there because it just continues to crumble. The reality is setting in. We have more and more proof as time goes on, right? Moving on. Thomas. Hello, Xbox P3, Sarah Bond, and at Xbox themselves. I hope these rumors are false. You can't bring your first-party games to other consoles. There are third-party games that skip Xbox. Meanwhile, you are providing games to other players. Play wherever you want until Xbox is no longer an option. I feel like I have to say the same thing over and over and over, right, guys? Writing on the wall. Why is this a surprise? This was the plan all along. Game Pass wasn't sustainable to keep them as a, exclusive ecosystem, so to speak, or at least not in the minds of most. I think the aspirations were that Game Pass was going to be such a phenomenal deal that it was going to just shoot off to the moon, right? That didn't happen. It's much slower than they were hoping for. Is it profitable? From what I understand, yes. But how profitable? Where's the margin lines when it comes to profit versus production and stuff like that? And does it eventually make sense in the long run, right? What do they got to do? Moving on. JV. When in the next 10 years we have Xbox selling 5 million copies as a boutique console with zero third-party support, we will get 500 articles saying how it got to this. And it started with you out the games like a beezy at Xbox P3. So this person, really stagnant supporter, and their walls have come down, right? JV again, with not even 2 years later, and you backstab all your fans that kept this brand from dying. You are a disgrace of a leader of the Xbox brand. Again, they just fills the face, right? And maybe he had some major decisions to make and he was able to do that. I don't know. I don't know if anybody truly knows who's not a fly on the wall with a lot of those meetings or one of the higher ups that are part of that. But it's not fair. It's not fair to feel alone, right? I'm not saying he doesn't have some blame in the direction and stuff for the fans out there, but you got to be aware enough to understand it may not all be him. You have to wait for everything to unfold. You probably won't hear about it for some time after the fact. But yikes, ladies and gentlemen, yikes. Wow. All right, here we go. As we can see here, this is the shirt ordeal we're talking about. Kirby Luis, actual effing morons. If this is real, fire the whole slate of idiots who okayed this. Another person not happy about this and not excited about it. More salt, right? All right, so Cold Eastwood, this is great here. Mr. Denial and hypocrite himself, as I stated multiple times. This isn't the proof. Blue and red doesn't mean PlayStation and Switch, but I'm betting Hi-Fi Rush is porting to the PS and Nintendo, and there will be a few more that don't line up with Xbox's previous criteria. Exclusivity, as we knew it, is slowly dissolving away on all consoles. I tried to do my impersonation of him, a little bit more of a surfer dude, I'm sorry. It's not dissolving on all consoles. I didn't realize, guys, that Legend of Zelda, that series, was heading to all platforms. Mario as well. Mario Kart itself. Donkey Kong games. Kirby. Smash Brothers. Man, they all just went elsewhere as well. It's slowly dissolving. What's dissolving from Nintendo? Is Metroid heading over? Is Bloodborne heading over to Xbox? Horizon heading to Xbox? PC is a different beast altogether. That's another conversation. But if we're talking to consoles and console exclusivity, the only thing that's dissolving and dying out is the exclusivity on the Xbox side of things, or so it seems. I don't know who you're trying to fool and who you're trying to kid. Wow. All right. And then as we go on here, Peter Ovo. Same. I'm not happy about it. It's sad. I really wish it was a lie. He stated this multiple times about Hi-Fi Rush coming over to the, other consoles and stuff like that. I just wanted to share that quick little put together meme that somebody did. I thought that was great. And then call sign Alpha, you realize Tom Warren can't actually be the person that confirms. He doesn't work at Xbox, and he has stated incorrect things in the past. He's a journalist, not an Xbox employee or executive. So now you believe Tom Warren for every other post and article he's ever done, but this time, how does he know? We don't trust him. It's not long before they grab their pitchforks and come after with lighted torches towards their own community, towards their own folks that they have truly trusted and believed because they spoke the facts, because they see the writing on the wall finally. It took them a while, and not every single Xbox fanatic or mouthpiece up there is on the same page, but it is what it is, right? Here's another great little mini thread here. And speaking of it is what it is. Curtis Smith, I'm cool with it. He's cool with it. Peter Ovo, though, I'm not cool with it. It is what it is. I'm okay with it as long as we get some good games in return, Dinar says. You're not going to get good games in return. If you're asking that you're getting Nintendo and PlayStation games on your Xbox console or Game Pass that is first party from those guys, that ain't happening. So you may not be cool with it. Peter Ovo talking about the whole shirt deal and the data mine leaks. Time we all accept it. Hi-Fi Rush going to Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5 is all but confirmed. I know emotions will be running high among many Xbox fans. Let's try to keep a cool head and be polite to each other as we disagree. So this is what's great about Peter Ovo, is he'll have a post like this, and then in the next 20 minutes or so, he'll have another meltdown post where he's not cool with it. Fire sale, figure it out, life's over, the world's ending, all that stuff. It's crazy to see. Xbox Curator. Xbox, what the F are you doing? Well, Xbox Curator, they are a business and they are trying to make money. They shot themselves in the foot. Again, Game Pass. You guys aren't buying the games. And I know some of you come out of the woodwork. I bought it. This is what I bought. And sometimes you even show the proof of the games that you own and bought. Outside of Game Pass or even within Game Pass, but you bought it. Good for you. But you are in the minority. You are in the minority. Just saying. Moving on. Xbox Curator again. We stuck by you for years, accepting even when you couldn't deliver because you believed, we believed in your future, and this is how you repay us? Xbox, you have failed your fans. Much like Oliver Queen said, you have failed the city. And the only way this can be undone is a reversal of your multi-platform plans that would kill your platform. Lots to unpack there in a way. I kind of agree with you, Curator. But again, the writing was on the wall. I don't know how many times I have to say that. They did fail their fans. But again, these businesses, these corporations are not your fan. They are not your friend. They are not your colleague. They are not your cohort in any way. They don't owe you anything. They owe it to themselves to do their job and make money. Right? They're there to do their jobs and make money. Simple as that. So we shouldn't be all worked up. If you're over there, I get the frustration. Let's finalize this video real quick. Let's stop the fact, let's put a line here for y'all that are very salty and who I brought up and then some, right? Like I said, business, making money, not your friends, not your family, nothing like that. Separate yourself from that idealistic thoughts in your head that you have towards this corporation. It doesn't matter what this brand, what this company, what this hobby meant to you personally, you have to separate that. You have to separate it because if you don't, it's going to drive you insane. It's going to make it a very unhealthy thing for you. So don't put yourself in that situation because I do understand, empathetic side of me, I understand if PlayStation was in there because I prefer PlayStation. If they went the way of the dodo, if they went third party, of course I would be upset. irritated, frustrated, and stuff like that. But I don't see myself ever posting emotionally on social media about my disdain for the figureheads and stuff like that. There's a way to do that and a why behind that. If you were to do that, let's say you invested all this money and time in the company and they just took games away from you that you couldn't play. Their digital thing messed up. Let's say worst case scenario, right? You're a big digital collector. You own the games digitally. You don't have them physically. The servers went down. There's some sort of contract or NDA or underlining deal that says they don't have to provide those games anymore. We never knew about it. You lost out on thousands and thousands of dollars. They don't care. They're laughing. That's a time to be upset, right? You lose something like that. You're not losing, Halo and Fable and Gears and all your Xbox IPs and properties, they aren't going anywhere from what it looks like, right? We're not at that point in time. Those aren't going anywhere. They're just going elsewhere. And again, it's frustrating. I get it. But that being said, you're not having to stop playing them. You can still play them on consoles. You can still play them with the controllers of your preference. You can go PC. You can have additional consoles. And I know it's a pain, and the ecosystem thing's a pain. I mean, look at even PC users that get irritated with using other launchers like Epic and stuff instead of Steam. I mean, is it an inconvenience? Yes. But your gaming's not going anywhere. Be thankful for your hobby. Enjoy your hobby. It's frustrating, but just separate yourself, and I think you're going to do a lot better. I understand. But stop the salt. Figure it out. That being said, we'll end the video here. I appreciate it, folks. Little rant at the end. Just some tidbit of advice. I think it's wise advice. I really do. And with anything, thank you so much. 1,052 subscribers out of that 1,500 goal. Thank you so much. You all are fantastic. I'm still blown away each and every day. So thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, helping out that algorithm. If you haven't yet, definitely consider subscribing, helping out a small content creator like myself. Much appreciated. And with that being said, just remember, don't be a salty batch. Take care.